Alright, so look, for today's video, I want to talk about something simple but deep. You ever wonder why they called it EtherNet? Out of all the words that they could have used, why ether? You see, we hear it so much in tech talk, Ethernet cables, Wi-Fi, internet. We don't even think about it. But words have power. You see, they didn't pick that word by accident. The word ether has been around for thousands of years. And it doesn't just mean air or space. It's talking about the invisible energy that connects all life together. The ether is the invisible universal life force, the spiritual energy that's always flowing. But here's the thing, melanated people, we are naturally in tune with that ether. Our melanin is like a biological antenna plugged into the cosmic Wi-Fi. But the system we live under, this system of white supremacy and capitalism, it cannot control that ether. So what do? They try to build a net. They try to trap it. That's why it's called the EtherNet. What's a net used for? To catch things. In the ancient world, there are spiritual texts that warn of a net of illusion, a grid designed to trap souls, to keep you stuck in a false reality. So fast forward to today. This entire digital infrastructure, the cables under our cities, the Wi-Fi in every building, satellites, 5G towers on every corner. That's the modern net. But it's not just catching data. It's designed to trap your mind, your attention, and your life force. So whenever you go online, when you're constantly scrolling, clicking, swiping, consuming all that content, all of that is harvesting your focus, which is just another word for energy. But for melanated people, that focus has an even deeper power. It's a direct link to the source, to the ether. And that's why you feel drained after being online all day. It's not just too much screen time. It's an energetic siphoning process. Let's be real. White supremacy is not just about hating black folks on the surface. That's the distraction. The real fear is about genetic survival. The system knows that melanated people are hardwired into universal consciousness. Our DNA, our spiritual frequency, is a direct threat to the illusion of control that they are trying to maintain. So they build these nets, not just to keep us entertained, but to cut us off from our natural connection to the source. The internet is really a synthetic simulation of the original spiritual web of life. And every time you log on, you are logging on to their version of the ether, a filtered, boxed-in, low-frequency imitation. And the longer you stay plugged into their version, the more disconnected you get from the real thing. You start thinking that their system is the only system. And that's the trap. Now here's where it gets even deeper. This isn't just about technology. This is a frequency war. A war for your vibration. They need you to stay on a low frequency. Fear, anger, distraction, consumerism. Because in those states, you're easy to control. You're feeding their machine. But when you're centered and when you're tapped into the ether naturally, through meditation, nature, music, and community, that's when you're a problem. That's when you stop feeling the net and start vibrating on a frequency that they cannot reach. You see, your energy is the real currency. They make money off your time and attention. But even deeper, they're using your spiritual focus to power a system that's designed to keep you docile. They don't want you to know that you are the battery. So what do? Now look, I'm not saying go out here and throw your phone in the ocean. It's not realistic. But you have to become aware of where your energy is going. You have to limit your time on the internet. You can't live in it. You have to spend more time connected to the real ether. Get in nature, meditate, sit in silence. You have to protect your melanin frequency. Not just your body, but your mind and your spirit. And most importantly, you got to share this knowledge. The more people wake up to this net, then the weaker it becomes. Because here's the truth. The net can't trap you unless you believe that you're caught. Once you see the net, you have the power to rise above it. So yeah, they call it EtherNet because they know exactly what they're doing. But remember, the ether is infinite. It cannot be caged. So they can build all the cables, satellites, and grids they want, but they will never have total control of the divine connection that flows through you. I guess at this point, the only question is, will you take your energy back?